Good morning, everybody. It's Irene Leslie, Crafting with Friends. So last night or yesterday, I finished this piece, um, and I wanted to talk about it. And I wanted to talk about your thoughts and feelings on art in general. So, okay, let's get started. The canvas I bought at Michael's. I can get them. Michael's usually has a good sale on canvases at different times of the year, and Michael's you can buy just a bundle of them for really cheap. So I always say, sign up on your emails for Michael's, Joann's, Hobby Lobby, if those are the places you shop. Always sign up on websites too, where they can offer you coupons, because those coupons save a lot of money. So let's get started. This paper, the guitar is actually a paper that I got from one of the packages I bought at Walmart. Walmart had some really pretty papers. Not all of them, I mean, they say you can use them for scrapbooking, but a lot of them are just really thin. So, I use them on projects like this because they are so thin. So that one came from a collection that was so beautiful. I think it was Heartland papers. And so it came with it was not just a guitar. Obviously, it had something with it, but I cut out the guitar, the half of the guitar, and decided that I would make this piece. So I also used liquid pearls on there. You can see the little dots and everything to kind of dress up the guitar and just make it sparkle. And then over here you see the flowers and the metal pieces and the buttons and stuff that I used on this. So I used buttons from a variety of collections. Then the metal pieces are from hauls that I've gotten from a little thrift store. I buy broken jewelry. You can go into like Goodwill and see the big jars of jewelry. Well, at this particular thrift shop, they sell broken jewelry like that. So, you can use broken jewelry. You can use anything in these kind of projects. So that's what I did. The musical notes are woodpile. I got those at Hobby Lobby. I painted them black with Craftsmart paint, which you can find at Michael's. So that was pretty cool. And then the flowers are all just a variety of flowers, packaging and stuff. Hobby Lobby, Michael's, and stuff like that. I got rid of the packaging early on when I first started doing this kind of art, and so I can't tell you what flowers they are. And then I used some beads and stuff like that. Of course, I used my Lindy's ink. I used many variety colors of ink on this picture, and used gesso. So I did notice this. So a lot of people ask, well, why do you use gesso? Early on, I watched a YouTuber. I'm not going to name her name. A lot of y'all have subscribed to her. She does a lot of mixed media art. She just does fantastic art. And what I gathered is using gesso a lot of times, especially before you use the inks, it seems to soak up the ink a lot better and hold the ink in the pictures and stuff. So that's why I use the gesso. It seems to soak it up and absorb the ink and just really pull it in and make it beautiful. So that's why I use it. I know I keep saying So that's the piece. And on the bottom you can see I used Tim Holtz wording, Heart and Soul. That's at the very corner right there, the very bottom. I like doing stuff like that. So what inspired this piece was the fact that I love music. My grandfather is my inspiration. I think I get a lot of my talent from my grandfather. My grandfather was not only a fantastic artist in painting and drawing and all of that. I mean, his painting was awesome. In fact, each of my relatives, or I should say my mom and my uncle and aunt, all have a piece of his art in their house. gorgeous. I mean, my mom's got a nude sitting in her living room that my grandfather did that is just absolutely gorgeous. And my Aunt Kathy and Uncle Lou have something, and then my Aunt Addie has a piece. Just gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And my grandfather was also one who never learned how to read music, but that man could sit down and play the piano just by hearing music, and played many other instruments. And he was just so talented. So when I think of him or a piece of art or wanting to do something like this, there's always an inspiration behind that. And to me, it was my grandfather and the love of music that he had. So, I'm going to be doing the shadow boxes. I'm still trying to figure out my other camera, so I'm going to work on that. But I wanted you to understand that, the way I see art is maybe different than how you see art. I asked a question on my Facebook, so I'm going to ask if you want to comment on it. I'm going to ask you the question. Well, what do you see when you see art? How do you view art? To me, because of how I was raised and the fact that I was in band and I enjoyed music, and I still enjoy music, a variety of music, and a variety of art, that if the artist has put it out and worked hard at it and put their heart and soul in it, you can tell. I don't mass produce my art. When it comes to me, it comes to me, and my creativity is my creativity, and so it goes into my art. And this is how I express myself. Not everybody's going to like every piece of art. In fact, I joined a group on Facebook that is for artists and painters and unique art, which mine falls in unique because I just create it as I see it. And, it takes me a while sometimes to put pieces together. It's not a 5-minute deal for me. But even when I create pieces for friends and family, like the memory box books that I do, I have to really, if I know the person, I put my heart and soul on that art. It is not mass produced. Each piece I've ever done is unique in its own right. Each piece has its own variation of what I was thinking at the time. And I've told y'all in videos before that when I go to stores and stuff and I see papers and stuff, I start to get an idea of a project. And I put it together when I get home. And I visualize it before I ever put it on a canvas or in a shadow box or on a bottle or any of that. Have I gained ideas from other YouTubers? Heck yes. Other artists? Heck yes. And some of the most inspirational art I've ever seen is not the historical art that you can go see in museums, but it's like street artists. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love the guy at Fremont that does the spray paint paintings. I mean, freaking awesome. I don't have that kind of talent. But he just does such awesome work. Or the murals at Fremont, around Fremont, on walls or on buildings. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. And, if I don't like a certain piece of art, I don't look at it. I don't worry about it. I move on. But, again, I don't discount that artist. I think, okay, this is their thoughts and feelings on their art. This is their inspiration. This is what they were thinking when they did it. And, again, art is viewed differently by everybody. And sometimes I get aggravated when I see people cutting each other down in an art group or anywhere, basically. Because, honest to God, there were fights going on certain channels on YouTube that were just ridiculous because each and every one of those people had their own style and beauty in what they created. I mean, talent. And I'm still learning. I mean, I can say that years ago when I started doing stuff, I did it like my kids' clothing. Okay, I'd buy them the really, plain Jane kind of jogging suits and stuff, and then I would draw stuff on them and then paint it. Using the fabric paints and stuff, so that I could dress up their outfits and give them something a little different and unique that they had from their classmates. I mean, that's the kind of stuff I used to do. Um, and then drawing and stuff, and just using colored pencils and all of that. You know, art is art. And when I create a piece, it is coming from my heart. It is something I've thought about. It's whatever inspired me. And now I have two art pieces that contain music. And part of that is my grandfather, but the other part of it is from a band leader I had in high school. Our band director was awesome. He inspired me with our halftime shows we would do. I mean, they were freaking awesome. I mean, who would have thought to use Gizmo from, you know, a movie and then put backgrounds up that said the year of the bulldog. I mean, Geisha Girls and the drill team and everything. I mean, a circus theme. We did that one year. How freaking awesome. So I've been inspired by a lot of people. Like I said, I feel like I gained a lot of my talent from my grandfather. But there have been people along the way that have really pushed the envelope for me and inspired me in more ways than one. And that band director was one of them. I mean, the shows we did were unique and awesome. And just, you can't put that kind of stuff together if you don't have talent. You know what I'm saying? So, anyway, what are your thoughts and feelings about art? How do you view art? Do you like minimalism? Do you like, you know, abstract art? Do you like, what kind of art do you like? And how does it inspire you? What does it say to you? You know? What do you feel about it? So, something to think about when you're online or even when you go to a museum, that artist really put their heart and soul into what they did and how you view it. And again, like I said, not everybody's going to like, let's say, Picasso, but they might like another artist in that that genre. It doesn't matter. It's how you see it and what it inspires you to do. Alright, y'all. In a little while, I'm going to use my other camera, film a video on the shadow boxes, so I will be doing a tutorial on that today. Hope you enjoy your day, and God bless. Take care.